What's going on YouTube? Brian Straight here, the best in the business you dig. And I heard the news like literally second after coming out Friday after watching Equalizer, which I haven't done a review yet, but say that for another time. Um, I saw the Collider thumbnail in their video in remembrance of Jon Schnepp. Him passing. And I knew about him being in the hospital and stuff like that. I was keeping an update. So, him passing, it did hit me a little bit. Um, I don't know. The dude was more than just a producer, more than just, you know, more than just some person. Just a guy talked about movies, comic books, etc., stuff like that. You know, but I remember all the time. I'm still going to do it, but I would tune in on every episode on Collider Heroes because, of course, I'm a Marvel, DC comic book fan. He really, really brought me into the comic book realm. I mean, what I mean by that is, movie, TV aside, he really inspired me to get to comic books again and read comic books. And I don't know. The one thing that I would take from the dude is that he inspired me not to hide about being, and the love of being a for comic books and Marvel, superheroes. I mean, Star Wars, all that stuff, and really kind of really brought me in as a moviegoer and a movie reviewer. Taught me a lot as reviewing movies and comic books, superheroes and Star Wars and so much other stuff. But in a way, kind of a mentor for the comic book and just comic books in general, and inspired me not to embrace the sweater they call it. And I'll always cherish that forever inside me. Pause. To the heart, you know, because there's a lot of people that inspire me for different reasons, and he's one of those people. And it's not a lot of people, but there's a list. It's kind of heartbreaking to know that him talking about the Avengers 4 and what he was looking forward to seeing, and he will never get to see, unfortunately, that. And that's kind of more heartbreaking to me in some odd way. So I definitely want to go see Avengers 4, and really any other comic book. Read any comic book or watch any Marvel, DC movie or TV show. I definitely will be thinking of him. He's the reason for me to even. I've always been a fan of superheroes in general, but never been very open about it. He inspired me to keep that mentality. So I always cherish that. And Mr. Jon Schnepp, hope you rest in peace. Definitely would be saying rest in peace before I go and see him in Avengers 4 next year. To you, still going to be watching Collider Heroes. If they can, I don't know how they're going to continue on with that. Because he's kind of like the host of that. He was kind of he's kind of like if you watch like Everyday Struggle, he's kind of like the Joe Budden of Everyday Struggle, or Joe Budden of the Joe Budden podcast, if that makes any sense. If you take him out, it really doesn't work. I mean, I'm sure they can make it work. I have faith in Collider, but and he also introduced me to Collider as well. Him and John Campia. Shout out to him as well. So yeah. So I don't know. I didn't want to say anything right off the bat. You know, the day, you know, when they announced it, um, I wanted to wait, give some time, you know, waited till next week, which is today, to say something. So I'm gonna leave this here, and rest in peace to Jon Schnepp, and you know, gonna be thinking of you every time I read a comic book or watch a TV show related to superheroes or movies. You know, because he's really the one that helped me inspire my. He inspired me to embrace that. You know, don't hide that side of you. You know, love yourself, stuff like that. But yeah, rest in peace to Jon Schnepp. Can't say his name right. Jon Schnepp, and it's tragic, man. 2018, you know, did it again. You know, so hopefully no more. But I'll see y'all next time. Comment down below and tell me if you know about the guy, or just, you know, say rest in peace, or if you have um a moment with him or met him or whatever. Comment down below and tell me, or just, you know, share that. You know, don't keep it inside, share it. So, and I'll see y'all next video. Peace.